and dosa. You will also see that many of our houses are made of quarry rock. We also have festivals and play games. The girls of Karnataka are Pushpa, Mrithika, Kushi 1, Kushi 2, Rika, and last but certainly not least our girl pet monkey Anju, who will give you a lot of joy in future episodes. While we never leave our village, it will seem as if we are in the same village as our Tamil friends who are about a 6-hour bus drive from our home.
This documentary drama plays in South India in the year 2023 and portrays the true life, joy and hardships of poor Indian village girls. The viewer experiences the life of a village girl as she sees and experiences it. Each episode of this documentary will also focus upon some traditional work or traditional recipe or traditional festivity of Indian village girls. Episode 1 will look at the traditional uses of a coconut tree in village life. The story begins in the slums of Chennai. Here, a very poor Tamil girl, named Mrithika, aged 12 years, has been living with her uncle and aunt in a slum dwelling. Suddenly she received the shocking news that her guardians were killed in a traffic accident. While she was still sobbing about her big loss, her cold-hearted neighbor Cecilia entered the dark and very damp dwelling in which Mrithika had grown up.
Mrithika, why are you sobbing? Pull yourself together. The landlord has demanded that you vacate this dwelling immediately since you cannot pay for the rent. And you have no relatives in Chennai. You must learn to go begging in the streets and live in the canals. You are already 12 years old. You are now old enough to look after yourself. There is, however, one more option. My sister is taking the train to Bangalore tonight. Your uncle told me once that you have an auntie in Poraamai village. If you are lucky, she will look after you. She may even know where your parents are. My sister will take you in the train. You can sell one of those gold bangles around your ankle to me. I will then pay for your train ride.
Dear viewer, we would like to take a brief 2-minute break to give you some information about the village girls who filmed this movie. Thank you, and please remember to subscribe to our channel, and also to like it, if you enjoy this episode. There are many more to come. Thank you for your interest in watching this real-life village girl documentary. It was produced by the creativeness of 10 very talented village girls in South India. It is a documentary drama which gives the audience the rare opportunity to dive into the lives of Indian village girls aged 9 years to 14 years. The viewer experiences life in a village through the eyes of a village girl.
These girls live in villages without a good quality school, without internet and without regular electricity supply. The household income of most of these villager families is less than $100 per month. The beauty of South India, shown in this film, is reflected by the lush green beauty of its nature, by its many ancient and traditional customs and festivities, and by a traditional lifestyle that has remained unchanged over centuries.
Dear friends, we are the village girls who created this documentary drama. We are also the actors. We act our own true life. Our film names are our true names. Our film parents are our true parents. Our film homes are our true homes. In each episode, we will tell you about some traditional handicraft, or we will tell you about the village work of our family, or we will introduce you to our festivals. We will also share with you our dreams and wishes, our friendships and bonding, our family life, and our traditional culture and festivals, but we will also tell you about some of the hardships and restrictions that we village girls face, including jealousies among girls. Auntie, there are so many trains here. Which one will take me to my village?
I believe it is this one where the man is getting in.
Auntie, this train is so full. Where can we sit?
Mrithika, your uncle only left you very little money. We can only afford third class without seat reservations. We may have to stand all 15 hours of the trip. So let us pray that there is a seat free.
Auntie, I am so hungry. Can we get a samosa lunch?
Mrithika, don't you understand? Your father left you with almost no money. You cannot afford this expensive food on the train. You can have one bite of my samosa, but you will have to wait until you get to your village, or you can go begging at the next station.
Auntie, I really have to go to the toilet. Will you come with me?
Mrithika, can't you see? The train is so full. If I leave the seat, then we will only have a standing space for the rest of the trip. You will have to go on your own.
Auntie, there is no place to sleep here. Even the floor is full. I am so tired.
Mrithika, I too am very tired. You will just have to sleep upright, or you can sleep on the floor outside the bathroom. Mrithika, quick! Wake up! You have arrived at your station. You must get out here. I am continuing to Bangalore. Ask for a girl called Pushpa. She is from Poraamai village. She will be tending to a herd of cows. Quick! Get out now before the doors close.
सोने दे ये पड़ती है अच्छा छठी पड़ती है ये तीसरी पड़ती है
Sister, you have blown up so many balloons. How do you manage that?
क्या ना वो धूप से वो पंचर हो जाते हैं ये इधर
वो पंचर लगाता है क्या उस पे?
पता नहीं लगता है 500 की दवाई लगाता वो पंचर हो जाता है धूप पड़ता तो थोड़ा ठीक करके बेचते हैं अबे इतना भारी माल 4
Uncle, why are you making fire?
No, I am not making fire. I am sharpening a knife. These knives are so sharp. They will slice through anything.
That beautiful cow there seems as hungry as I am. All those lovely snacks, but we don't have the money to fill our stomachs.
हाय उसमें डाल था डालो डालो डालो
क्या तकलीफ तो नहीं होगा
सच कसम से चिंता मत करो
आप कसम छुट्टी का खाना मतलब आपको तो
नहीं ऐसा नहीं करते, किसी पेज का ऊपर नहीं मारते, ठीक है। जो कर
4-5 दिन के लिए वो इंदिरा नगर चले जाएगा।
इंदिरा नगर जाएगा? किधर जाएगा इंदिरा नगर में?
इंदिरा नगर ऐसे एरिया हो ना बड़ा,
ठीक है, मैं उधर ही रहता हूँ।
उधर हम बलून बेचते हैं।
ठीक है।
उधर भी
Very good. Super.
Auntie, you are so sweet to your baby. I am also so tired and would love to sleep in that baby cot.
Very good. बहुत अच्छा।
Uncle, you are so artistic at mixing and pouring the lemonade from cup to cup. I have no money, but I am so thirsty. Can you give me a sip?
You poor child. Here, take this cup that was left by a customer.
Uncle, what are they celebrating here?
In the Tamil month of Purattasi, believers of the god Vishnu go from their villages to the famous Tirupati Balaji temple. In preparation for this pilgrimage, believers hold prayers also known as puja in their local village temple, as we are seeing right now. The elderly woman holding the tray is holding all the artifacts required for the puja ceremony at this temple. The beat of the drums serve to call the gods to this ceremony, since the gods wish to be entertained with music. The woman who is dancing in absolute trance is in deepest prayers with God. The God has merged with her body because of the depth of her prayers. She has stepped away from her worldly body. Her husband stands next to her to hold her in case she loses her balance. Later, when the pilgrims go to Tirupati Balaji temple, they will utter their wishes to the gods. For example, they will request to have a healthy child. They will then promise to sacrifice something that they value a lot. For example, women may agree to completely cut off their long hair. If they get a healthy child, it will be expected that they undertake another pilgrimage to that temple and have their beautiful long hair completely shaved off as a sacrifice to the god. The ritual is very common among village women, even for the more educated ones. Other more devout believers may even actually sacrifice a thumb. The village teacher of Poraamai, called Akila, had a healthy girl baby and she too sacrificed her beautiful long hair to the gods. It will take her 2 years to regrow that beautiful hair.
Thank you, Uncle. Auntie, that looks so tasty. You've got that hot oil in the container, and then you've got that metal sieve with large holes in the bottom through which you press the dough into the oil. It is fried for a few minutes and then it is taken out and salted and spiced. What a great snack.
Hello, girl. Have you seen a tailoring machine like this one before? It is called a sewing machine. I push the pedals just like with a bicycle and the sewing machine will start working even without any electricity. I can sew anything for you. Would you like to have a new salwar dress?
Sister, are you Pushpa from Poraamai? I am Mrithika and looking for a girl with a cow herd.
No, sister, I am not Pushpa.
Sisters, you are so funny. Why are you hiding from me?
Hey. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕುಡಿತದಿದ್ದು ನೀರು ಸಾಕು ನಡಿಯೇ
Sister, you must be Pushpa from Poraamai. I am Mrithika. I have been told that you can take me to Poraamai village.
Sister, yes, I am Pushpa. Come along. I will take you.
That monkey. What is his name? Does he belong to you?
Sister, that monkey is a girl and her name is Anju. Yes, she belongs to me.
Sister, I have never seen as funny a monkey as Anju. She can even ride a cow.
Anju?
And she can even climb a coconut tree and open a coconut with her bare teeth. And drink the water with the help of her hands. Sister, can you also climb a tree like Anju?
Yes, any village girl can climb a coconut tree.
I will show you how to climb a tree properly. First, you need to make a food strap with a strong cloth. It should result in a loop as wide as the trunk of the tree. Place both feet into the loop. Then jump against the tree with your feet against both sides of the trunk. The cloth will then press against the tree, and you can stand with your full weight on the tree trunk. This makes the task of pushing yourself upwards much easier. At the same time, you must grab the trunk with your arms as if you are hugging the tree. Now you can push yourself up with your legs without moving your arms. Then you bring your feet up. And finally you move your arms up. This can be quite painful for people who are not used to climbing a tree like this.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೈಟ್ ಕಲರ್ದು ಒಂದಿದೆ ಐತಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಗಂಟೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಚೂರು 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 ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಚೂರು ಅತ್ತೆ ಕೃತಿಕ
Over there, you can see Uncle do it properly. He will get us some fresh coconut water, I am sure. You must be thirsty, Mrithika's sister, after your trip.
Uncle is almost faster than Anju in getting up that tree. What is he doing now? Oh, he is taking his cutlass knife and cutting off a great bunch of coconuts. That man at the bottom had better get out of the way or else he will be crushed by the coconuts falling down. But no. He has tied a rope to the bunch of coconuts and is now letting them come down slowly. How brilliant!
Do you want to have some coconut copra? Copra is the white part inside the coconut. We'll cut it for you. Girls, you have spent enough time playing. Now we need you to work. Please collect all the coconuts which have fallen on the ground and pile them up. In the meantime, I will get the bullock cart to take the coconuts to the village.
I think I made this bag too heavy. I have filled it with more than 15 coconuts. I better take a few out and carry a smaller amount in the bag. For men, it is so easy to carry these bags. Maybe it is easier to throw the coconuts. But those coconuts over there are too far away to be thrown to the pile. I will just have to carry them by the stem.
Look, Anju is trying to free himself. I think he wants to help us. It would be so much easier if Anju could carry the coconuts over to the pile for us. For her, it would not be work. It would be fun.
Girls, you did a great job of collecting so many hundreds of coconuts. It is now time for a refreshment. I will cut you some coconuts to drink.
Auntie, ನೋಡು
ತೇರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ.
Sisters, it was nice meeting you. I have to continue now to the village and see if my auntie still lives there.
What is her name?
I don't know. I was very young when I saw her. But she will recognize me when she sees me.
I will go with you some of the way. The others can load the bullock cart when Uncle comes.
Look at that man under the tree. What is he doing with those many ants?
That is Shashikumar, uncle. He owns a delivery truck business, and he knows everyone around here. He engages in ant worship. According to legends, the Devas in Hinduism, which are like angels, wanted to worship Lord Shiva on earth. So they took on the form of small black ants and began to live in Erambishwara temple in Tamil Nadu. Here they were able to worship Lord Shiva without disturbing the devotees. The devotees also feed the ants with sugar, sugared water and grains. Uncle is feeding them with sugar water in this stone container. After some time, the black ants transform themselves back into divine devas and return to heaven. As you know, in Hinduism it is considered sinful to kill animals. This also applies to harmless insects like black ants. Black ants are also an auspicious animal. If they wander into our homes, then there is a possibility of greater wealth coming soon.
Those girls they're cutting the palm tree leaves are the daughters of the broom maker whom we will see in a short while.
A bit more forward, please. Yeah.
These broom makers also come from Poraamai.
Auntie, this is Mrithika from Chennai. She is looking for her auntie, but does not know what she looks like. Do you know her? No? What a pity.
Sister, what exactly are they doing there with the dried palm leaves?
A big palm leaf is actually a collection of many little and very long leaves. Once they fall off the trees, they dry quickly and become brown. These leaves serve a lot of different purposes, as we will see as we continue walking to the village. Instead the little but long leaves there is a vein, which is very strong and flexible. These villagers remove the leaf part, which is brittle, and the brown vein remains.
minutes. Boom.
If bundled together, these veins result in very effective brooms, which are used in all villages to clean the houses and courtyards.
I have never seen water running down the rocks like this. I wonder if that is the rains from the house of gods. That looks so beautiful. And those men over there are going to do in the water. I would love to also take a dip. It is so hot now. Maybe I should, but then I will be all wet, and what would Auntie think of me then? Maybe I can come back here one day.
Another purpose of dried palm leaves is as roof for houses. Palm leaf roofs are very waterproof and also keep away the heat.
You might, you little cute baby bee, playing with the rocks. Pushpa told me about the cutest baby in the world who is the daughter of the Poraamai village teacher. I have never seen a cuter child than you. You must be Mahasmati.
This is how they build the roof of our village houses. These people are real specialists in this craft. Not everyone can build leak-free roofs like that family over there. Prior to placing the palm leaf on the roof, the leaf is woven tightly to make it even more leakage-proof. I now have got to go back to Uncle and help with the loading of the coconuts. You just continue walking for about 10 minutes and then you will reach the village. I may see you in the evening.
These washerwomen are doing just the same as in our slums in Chennai, but here the water seems so clean and fresh and not full of dirt as in the slums. What a cute little baby cow, and you are being so well looked after, even better than the children of the slums. Oh, and there you are again, Mahasmati, playing with the calf.
Mix பண்ணுங்கம்மா நீங்க. அது என்னது அப்படியே சொல்லுங்க. பாஞ்சிரு ஓடிறா. ஏன் இப்போ போட்டது இருக்குதுங்களா? இருங்க, இது சாப்பிட்ட அப்புறம் அது ஒரு வீடியோ எடுத்துக்கிறேன். அதுக்கு இதுதான் ரொம்ப பிடிக்குங்களா? மாட்டுங்களுக்கெல்லாம் புளிய மாட்டுனாயி எனக்கு இதுதான் மாட்டுங்களுக்கெல்லாம் வலுவு.
Child, do you know what we are doing here? We are working on making coconut oil for cooking and for hair oil. We collect the older coconuts which have fallen down from the trees. They have much less water in them. We remove the brown outer skin which is full of wood fibers. Inside is the coconut shell. But to get to the shell we first have to remove all these fibers. They are not trash. They are useful for many things, and so we keep the fibers and use them once we removed them from the shell. We don't like to work with the men. We are women and we like to gossip about the men and other women and the village. Having men around is just not right. So our men work out of earshot so they can't listen to yous. Look, that is my husband over there, and this auntie here carries the coconut over to him on her head.
You were just talking to my wife, and she told you how the outer part of the coconut called the husk is removed from the inner part called the shell. See how Auntie is putting the shells in this basket, and how my job is to open the shell in such a way that it is hardened, and that the edible hard white fruit inside detaches from the shell. That is a special skill, but I have been doing it all my life, so I know how to open a coconut so it comes out from the shell. And then see here, Auntie collects all the hardened shell and takes it to the next working station. You know, child, this is the true traditional cottage industry of Tamil Nadu. You don't see this kind of cottage industry anymore anywhere near the big cities. Our Tamil Nadu is proud of our coconut trees and all the products that we can make from it. I am sure you will see a lot of it soon. You are in coconut country now.
Here I am on the very hot street. That's not nice for me, but it is great for our coconuts. I get the coconut halves from Auntie, and I just spread them along the hot tarred road. I must make sure that the white part is facing the sun. The white part is called Copra. It will take 3 to 5 days in sunny weather to dry up. Look at that next pile. It is already 2 days old and looks browner.
This is not coconut. This is rice fiber. After the rice is harvested, it is first dried, and then we must remove the white rice grain from the leaves that surround it. There are many ways to do this, but in all methods, the rice must be vibrated. I mean shaken. The way I do it, it is walk back and forth over the rice shells, and after many walks all the rice grains will come out from the shells. It is easier to put the rice out there on the road and let the cars drive over it with their wheels, but the police won't allow it, and the cars are driving too fast here.
We also belong to the coconut cottage industry family. Here we are preparing lunch for our family. We live in that house made completely from palm leaves. It is the cheapest way of building a house here. Look here, we are preparing a coconut sambar in a clay pot. To fire up the stove we use coconut husks, the fibers, and also the stalks of the leaves. They are both great to make a very hot fire. The dish is very spicy but very tasty.
எத்தனை பேர் பாப்பா, எத்தனை பேர் மணிங்க?
நாங்க 3 பேர். 2 பொண்ணு ஒரு பையன்.
இவங்களா?
இவங்க வந்து 12 பேர்.
அப்பா வேலைக்கு போறாங்களா?
அப்பா வேலை இல்லாத
இந்த 15 நாள்ல அடுத்துருக்கப்பா.
வந்து நில்றானா அங்க என்ன போறா?
பார்க்கணும் பாருங்க.
These monkeys. They are so funny. I have never seen anything like this. In the slums, there are almost no monkeys, and those that are there eat everything since there is almost no food. But here, look at them. They check under every plate to see if they can find what they are looking for. They don't care about the food. They are just looking for the special treats. I wonder what that might be. Bananas.
Do you know what we are making here? It is called rope. It is rope made from coconut fibers. We use it for all sorts of purposes. To tie packages, or to heave heavy items, or to steer the bullock carts, or to tie the dried palm leaves on house roofs. Here you first see a large heap of fiber. It is those strings in a coconut husk. We had to pull apart the husk to make the soft heap of individual strings. Have you ever seen such a rope making contraption? It is an ancient technology and makes rope fast and easy. This wheel here is turned. You attach some starting rope to the hook below there, and you keep a bucket full of coconut fibers in front of you. While I turn the wheel, the rope will also turn. And those women just need to pull the fibers from the bast and attach it to the rope end that is already available, and while doing so walk backwards. The existing rope will pull in the new fibers and a new rope will be formed. Within only a minute W gets so much rope out of it. See, there are 3 women doing the same job. They are creating 3 separate ropes. And once they get to the other end of the hall, they attach their 3 ropes to another stand. And then with a special wooden pulley, the 3 ropes are pulled together. As I turn the wheel, the 3 ropes will twist around each other, and a very large and strong rope is created. Once completed, we fold the ropes in loops and pile them up over there, and then the whole process starts over. Outsiders can really do this work. This has been a family tradition for centuries. We learn this skill from birth. And our hands are tough from the rough and scratchy coconut fibers. If you were to do the same work, your hands would be all bloody.
வரிசையில் அடிக்கிறதா நல்லா இருக்கும் பாருங்க.
Uncle, you are making such a good smelling Indian chai. It reminds me of the chai that my father used to make.
Where is your father now?
Uncle, I don't know where my father is. I was living in Chennai with my auntie and uncle, but they died in a traffic accident 2 days ago, and the landlord made me leave my uncle's flat. Now I am looking for my relative. She is my auntie and lives in Poraamai. Can you help me find her?
First you have a cup of tea, child. It will make you feel better. Yes, I think I know who your auntie is. She is a basket weaver. She lives in that hut over there. She will surely remember you. She will be happy to look after you. She is so lonely.
Thank you, Uncle, for the cup of tea. I will now go to my auntie. Auntie, what are you doing there?
I will be weaving a basket from bamboo peel. But bamboo peel is very rough, so I have to first remove the rough knots and make the peel nice and smooth. Then I can use these long bands to weave a basket or a sieve to sort the grain. Girl, I have not seen you in this village before. Are you looking for someone?
I am Mrithika. I am searching for my auntie who is said to be living in Poraamai. Are you my auntie?
Are you Mrithika from Chennai? Oh, how nice to see you. It has been years since I last saw you. You have grown so much. You must be really hungry. We will go to that lady over there making the most delicious fresh vodkas. Take this bag of fresh vodkas with some sambar to Shiva uncle over there. We need to wash and oil your hair this evening. Shiva uncle makes virgin hair oil from dried coconut.
This is a very traditional method of cooking in Tamil Nadu. This is a brick and mud stove where we burn coconut leaf shafts and also husks to get a very hot fire. In each village, we have potter who can make very durable and heat-effective vessels for us at a very low cost. The food tastes the best if you eat it from a mud clay pot and not from a metal pot. The mud pot can also take high temperatures, which allows us to cook the food faster. Once the clay pot is really hot to the touch, we pour in the coconut oil and wait for it to sizzle in the clay pot. Next add fenugreek seeds to it and let it sizzle in the oil until it gets brown. While I wait, I have to keep stirring the seeds in the oil. I now add onions to the pot while I keep stirring. I need to let the onions get golden brown. And then I add tomatoes and again stir it for a while. The final ingredient is a mixture of coconut milk and turmeric paste which I prepared and mixed before in a different pot. This coconut milk gives our Tamil food that special delightful coconut flavor. And the turmeric works like an antibiotic on your stomach, killing all the bad things going into your stomach. We use turmeric powder amply in Indian foods. Now we let the liquid boil for about 20 minutes with a closed lid so that all the spices and flavors come out of the ingredient. See, this is the very dry husk of a coconut. We can add it to that opening in the mud and brick stove and the fire will gradually eat away at it. Now, have a look at this beautiful fish. We need to clean it carefully. I got these fish head at the market. It is less expensive than the main body of the fish and tastes equally good. So we add these fish heads to the soup for a distinct fishy taste. And then we let it boil with the fish for another 15 minutes. Oh, it is so exquisitely tasty in the end. We, Indians, would add a lot of red chili to it, but for the European viewer, I omitted the red chili addition. I hope you enjoy my very traditional coconut fish curry soup. Have it with a large portion of rice on a banana leaf, and you will enjoy the food the most.
Uncle, Auntie told me to bring you these fresh varders with samba sauce. She tells me that you are making virgin coconut hair oil. Can I watch for a while?
உள்ள தேங்காய் பஞ்சு.
அது சாப்பிட்டா என்ன யூஸ்ப்பா?
உடம்புக்கு நல்லது.
இல்லை வேறு எதனா யூஸ் இருக்குதுங்களா அது சாப்பிட்டா?
அதெல்லாம் பயன்படுது.
You must be Mrithika. Your auntie told me that you have come from Chennai. Welcome to our English class.
Everyone say hello to Mrithika.
Have you already studied any English?
Everyone say
No.
hello to Mrithika.
Well, why don't you sit down here right in front of me between the girls? Children, please introduce yourself.
Akila auntie told me I should sit here with you and help you make the coconut oil. Can I help you?
Mrithika, look here. I will show you how to make real fresh coconut chutney, which is famous all over South India and is usually eaten with idli, dosa or vada for breakfast. We must first cut the coconut in half. Then we use this tool, made of coconut shell, to scratch out the inside of the shell, that is the part which is called the white copra. Once we scratched it out, we have pre-grounded coconut. We add a few ingredients to it. And then we put it on this ancient stone platter and use this other large and heavy stone to grind the coconut to a complete mush. In modern days, many villagers like to use a simple electrical mixer. It is much faster, but the taste in the end is simply different. The traditional way, the food always tastes better. Once done, we take the spices and throw them in the oil. The oil will make the spices pop and bring out the remarkable tastes. The oil has to be really hot, and you can't cook the spices in the oil for more than a few seconds or else you will burn it and it will taste bitter. You then pour the hot marinade over the coconut chutney and the dish is complete.
உஷாரா பண்ணுங்க.
Yes, miss. Madi.
கட் பண்ணுங்க நீங்க.
Mrithika, look here. These girls, Dhanushri, Yashika and Navanika study English every day. Actually, our best student is Kirthika. But Navanika is also making good improvements.
If
There
she
are very
goes
few
wrong,
teachers
you can
for
teach
English
her.
in
You can
these
help her,
villages.
okay?
The girls don't get a lot of practice in spoken English. They can read but speaking is very difficult for them. Thanks to the generous support of GGSI, the German Girl Scouts of India, we get the best of teachers and the best of study materials for our girls, and they can get a proper English education even in remote areas.
Very good.
GGSI also offers support in other subjects like maths, mental maths, finger abacus, science, Hindi and many other subjects. Our girls are lucky to be with this scout organization. We hope to spread the idea to many other villages soon.
Apricot.
Apricot, avocado, pomelo, nectarine, grapefruit, emily. Papaya, pear, pomegranate, pineapple, fig.
You can help her. If she doesn't know, you can help her.
Apricot, avocado, pomelo, nectarine, grapefruit.
Mrithika, look here. After we finished taking the copra out of the shell, we cut it into small pieces and lay it out for drying for a few weeks. Once the copra is quite dry, we take it to the oil mill.
Mrithika sister, we want to get some firewood. Would you like to come with us and collect some firewood for tonight's dinner? And then you can tell us all about your trip and about life in the big city. I am Yashika and this is my friend Kirthika.
விசால உடைக்காதுன்னு சொல்லியா 3 பேர் அப்படியே ஒண்ணா போங்க ஐயோ 3 பேரும் ஒண்ணா போங்க ஒருத்தர் மூஞ்சி அடைச்சினால மிஸ் மூஞ்சி வரகே மசிந்து இந்த மூஞ்செல்லாம் பின்னாடி வண்டி வருது சிதிக்காதுங்க
See, this is our mill. It is a very old mill. We will the copra pieces into the container and then the juice of the copra is squeezed out with a lot of pressure. The juice that comes out is coconut oil. We now only have to filter it through a sieve, and then we will have good quality coconut oil.
Mrithika sister, Akila auntie told me that I should oil your hair with this special hair oil made from coconut by Shiva uncle. Would you like me to do that for you?
GGSI, the German Girl Scouts of India organizes all the education for these village girls and also some sports and team building events. Here we show you how we invented and organized a game using coconuts. Cute little Kushi, who played the sobbing slum girl at the beginning, because she was the only girl willing to wear a raggedy old jute bag, and whom we saw again pulling the fake cobra snake on a string, while that snake frightened her sister Krithika and Pushpa to death. Cute little Kushi is now not play acting but for real trying to get some orientation blindfolded.
This is going so aggressive.
Please subscribe to our channel. We will be producing these kinds of films about some village product or village festivity every 2 to 4 weeks. We village girls want to finance a better education for ourselves with the earnings from these YouTube films. GGSI helps us with the editing of the films, but we do all the rest. We plan the films. We film the films or get our family members to do it for us. And then we send it off to Germany, where our editor, Eric Uncle, puts the films together for us and adds the translation and sends it back to us for uploading to our channel. We don't ask for donations from you. We want to earn our education. If you enjoyed our film, the biggest support that you can give us is to send the link to this series of educational films to as many of your friends as possible. We beg you to help us, because we don't own our own phones, we don't know how to connect to the world via social media, but we can produce beautiful films for you. We would love to interact with you. In the comments section, you can let us know what you are interested in and we will try to make it possible for our viewers. We will try to put together interesting film material about a variety of topics. We have so many hundreds of hours of fascinating film that we have provided to Eric Uncle. We can't wait to get your first comments. Please send us nice comments. We really want to connect to the world and enjoy all the beauty of life that all of you girls around the world also enjoy. We plan to start a miniature cooking show of traditional Indian healthy foods for our European and American viewers. We also plan to start a Learn English with Us Village Girls series for African and Asian girl views. And last but not least, we are proud GGSI Girl Scouts from India, and we hope that Girl Scouts from all over the world will join our scouting activities and team building games and pranks and interact with us directly.
Kritika's team has won. No.
We would love to connect with the world's Girl Scouts and learn more about scouting and environment activities on our planet. This documentary drama was independently created and filmed by a group of South Indian village girls aged 9 to 14 years of age without any significant filming and acting advice from adults. The main purpose of the film is to raise funding to finance a better education for girls living in remote villages in India.
At least 50% of any profits will be for the direct benefit of the girls. 30% of the profits will be distributed among various volunteers, including teachers, editors, videographers, advisors, local village guides, and for future operating expenses, fuel, food accommodation, internet and phone fees.
Please remember to subscribe to our channel. Please also like our channel. The more likes we have, the more new viewers we can attract. Please don't forget. Please also set the notification bell for the next episode. We hope to upload our next exciting movie in 2 to 4 weeks. And most important of all, remember us at all times, and send the link to this movie to as many friends as you can, and tell them to send it to many more friends. Thanks girls and guys around the world from your traditional village girls of India. We love you.